All right, so we're back out here in the shop today, working on this dump truck, of course. Can't get enough of it. So I went junkyarding yesterday and shopping. I drove all over town. The place I usually go, there's a place called D&D Truck Sales. Anyways, John runs the salvage if you need some parts, but they just had a truck come in. I was looking for this temperature gauge in my windshield wiper motor, which actually wasn't what was wrong with it, but I ended up breaking it, so I had to get another one. So I got this, and then in the back, they just cut up a Peterbilt that came in. It caught on fire and burnt the hood off of it, the cab and everything else, but these brackets were still good, because usually they won't separate, sometimes they won't separate these from the hoods. So I got lucky and just happened to find those and got those. Here's the pins. And then, you know, you take a tape measure and you just kind of eyeball it, because I didn't have it apart before I left, and all you can see was this with all this grease on there. And you know, you take a regular tape measure and put it across there, looks like 2 inches. So my cousin, luckily, he had a piece of 2 inch, but I went all over town looking for this. This is supposed to be 2 inch ID, 3/8 wall. I could have used 5/16 or quarter probably, but I found this and bought it. And I got a drill bit. Okay, so then after I'm looking for some fender flares and some whole bunch of other stuff, and nobody had anything. I was looking for some parts for the belly dump. I was gone for like 7 hours just looking for parts. So then I get home and I take this apart. Well, it turns out it's actually in my favor. These pins, I got them cleaned up, aren't 2 inches. You think, well, what do you? They're like 1 7/8 inches, and that is part of the pin that's never been wore. It's just been sticking out riding. Well, these are 2 inches. 2 inches, right? Straight up 2. And the stupid pipe is 1 94/1000 inches, so it won't fit. So I was just gonna take this and to my friend's lathe and burn about 10 off of it, you know, make it fit pretty tight. And I did find some hinges that would have worked, but they wanted like $700 for them, and it wasn't the exact same. They were just like a perch, and then you would have had to fish plate them anyways. And you know, Christmas, mom needed a new pair of shoes. I didn't want to spend $700 on some hinges, so I decided to make my own. Well, anyways, when I came back home and actually took it apart and started measuring stuff is when I realized that them pins were actually 1 7/8 inches. And these holes are wallered out enough that 2 inch pipe barely fits in there. I kind of test fit the other side. I actually took that drill bit and stuck in there and realized that it wouldn't do me no good to rebuild all that, because it'd just be as tight as the stuff I was going to put in there, and I'd have probably 2 days in it. By the time I got it cut off, cleaned up, the new stuff cut out, and tacked back in there, welded up, and finished deal. And it had been really hard because the pins had been so tight, you had to put it all together before you actually could have welded it. So I'm going to work on that this morning. I'm fixing to get the torch out. But the hood hinges on this truck have gotten so bad. I mean, it's like riding right here. Now I'm not looking forward to this at all. I'm going to have to grind these bolts off. I think this whole face is going to have to come off. I'll probably have to take a bunch of these off. Maybe every one of these. I don't know. This has got to come off. This, because the way these go together. You got to take, like I said, it's loose right here, and these bolts down here. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go back and get this bracket, because it's all water. But I can drill another hole here and put washers on that and probably make it work. I'm not looking forward to that. Like, I might take the front bumper back off. I thought them pins was gonna be bad, but I think this hood's gonna be worse. But luckily I got all the parts, and so it's just time. But I got to get the truck back together today. I got another car I got to go work on too. My car, my Talon. Maybe here in the next 2 or 3 months it'll be in the shop. I'll get this truck out of here. That's where I'm going. It's his house. He's get the training for that. Hopefully I'll be get done with it today and get it back in there tonight. So anyways, I'm gonna get the torch out and cut this off and blow them pins out. Or I'll probably drill those. I don't think I'll use a torch on that. Anyways, we'll get started. So I'm just gonna true this up before I get a measurement. This might not light because actually won't turn all the way off. Big tip. It's a little better. 7.5. Might be hot. Might. Come on. Bazinga. Let them cool off and I'll clean them up. So I got the drill press all set up. Probably the first time I've used it in I don't know how many years.
What?
We'll see how long this bit lasts. My drill bit. Ooh. Something just popped. Might have a mud dauber's nest in there. Well, the good news is the drill press is good. Bad news is the GFI up here is not. So here we go. I use torches for holding this, but they make a huge mess. I use this a couple years, so I don't know. There's a little washer on the end of it, but if you're ready to spin back out, that'd be horrible. Almost there. So I got my pins on here, got them laid out where I want them, oriented in the right direction where I want this facing down on the truck, and that will put the pin right through the back so I can get the bolt in and out real easy. And these are actually pretty straight. This one's just a little bit off, but freehand with a torch, I'll take it. And I'm not gonna put a big old honking bead on it. I'm just gonna zip around it real quick. A couple tacks and I'm gonna run with it. Maybe I should have cleaned that off first. Look at that. Ugly. So that's it. Nothing super fancy. Doesn't even have to be pretty. Just doesn't need to fall off her. Fit right in there like that, and the pin. So I'll have to go get somebody to help me pry on the bed to get these beat back in there, and then I'll take it from there. Well, according to the math, this pin will fit, but it never goes like that, so we'll see how long this takes. According to the engineer's drawings, should have plenty of room. Never goes as planned. Yeah, right about there. Oh, that was the easy part. Oh, more asphalt. I gotta chisel that shit off. Take 5. Everywhere. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Slide hammer. Like a glove. All right, here we go. Up a little bit, yeah. Oh, that one fits right in there. Almost. Bazinga! Well, it's definitely a lot tighter. I made these pins a little bit longer because originally I was gonna, you know, cut a circle, put it in there. I was gonna use 3/8 plate, whatever, but it's just a stupid pin. I don't know why they wasted all that time on theirs. So when I get that 5/16 bolt, I'll stack about 4 washers on it, and that'll keep it from walking around too much. Put some grease in it, move on. We'll get to the broken temperature gauge next. So I got the pins in there, and I put them washers so that pin can't walk around very far. These grease certs really need to be on the top for it to work because of the way the, see if I can hold on this. They need to be up here. That way to get more grease on that side or be drilled and punched out like in a excavator pin or something, but nobody wants to go through that much trouble. See how long that lasts though, like it is. All right, I think I got everything I need. We'll see. Hope this goes pretty smooth because I've only got a tiny drain pan. So we'll see. We shall see. It's gonna be a little trickier because I gotta get this in here. This might be more of a pain than it's worth. I'll hold in there like that, like that. All right, what could possibly go wrong here? It's go time. Oh, yep, first problem. Come on. It's not starting yet. I think the socket's killing me. Not terrible. It needs to go like that. How does that stay on there tight? oil. That ain't gonna work. Huh. Awesome. Get the welder, I'll clean it up, I'll just tag it. Call it done. Yep, let me go clean my hands. First time temperature gauge has ever worked on this truck. Hopefully. On to the next project. Now I got full of oil. I remembered I gotta weld this up, so let's see how big of a fire we can start. Not sure what that's gonna. Yeah, well, let me move the ground down here. Alright, see what it does now. Come on. There it is. I might want to turn the gas on. But that's not really the problem. I didn't do any prep. Little brake cleaner, rag. Ooh, down the old ear hole. That's always nice. Oh yeah, looking good. Looking real good. Look a big old gap. What happened there? Send it. Oh yeah. Guaranteed for 2 days. That's perfect. Good to go. So I edited the video. It's getting too long, so I'm gonna have to cut some of it out. But got the pins in, adjusted air lines, fixed my temperature sensor. Like I haven't even had a chance to go drive it yet. I'm gonna pull power steering pump off, fix that oil leak, and then I power wash the third member. It's leaking out of the top seal, so I'm probably gonna have to order a Tiger tool to pull the yoke off the rear end, but that'll be another video. So tune in next time.